Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out this sacred content to you all. I also want to tell you that I am offering paid consultation or guidance service. If you want to avail it, you can mail me at vibehighrights@gmail.com. Today's video is not just a video; it's a very precious one, which will always will remain very close to my heart. There is a reason for it. I don't know, no matter how many videos I'll make, but this video which I'm making today or which I'm recording today will always remain close to my heart, because this is not just a video. This is a gift from Adiparashakti to all of us. This is her gift. This is her voice speaking through me. You can think like that. So this is not me speaking this or this fact or this truth. This is her utilizing my voice and delivering it to you. So this message is from her to you, to me, to all of us. So this is her gift to all the divine feminines who are carrying her daughter codes. So before I actually make this video, I want to talk about the background story, what has happened. So I have been missing Divine Mother, and it happens for me, like it's very common thing for me. I like once in a while there will come a phase in my life where I miss Divine Mother a lot, and this is not just a normal missing, and there will be a reason behind that missing. Maybe although I don't understand why I am behaving in such strange ways, or why I'm thinking about the Divine Mother a lot, or why I am missing her so much, before in my initial stages of my life, or before in my life in the past, I did not understand why these kind of things used to happen to me. But more I awakened, the more I used to realize the bits and pieces of it. Things used to started making sense for me, and I started understanding why certain things happen to me, and why I have a different kind of a world, my own kind of a world where I miss Divine Mother, and it's very unusual, right? So normally you have people in your life where you miss them. It's very common thing, but missing a certain energy, or missing a goddess, or your connection, it reminds you that your connection with her is so strong that you are also even missing her, right? It is indicating that you have a strong connection with her. That is the reason why you are carrying that daughter codes within you. So this is also one of the sign and symptom of you carrying that daughter codes of her. So in this video, till I reach the end, you will understand if you are carrying the daughter codes of Divine Mother or not. So every woman, usually they are the Ansh of Adiparashakti. We all agree upon that. But it's not just that. It's not just that. This is something different which I'm saying, or which I'm trying to share, or which I'm trying to talk about. This is literally different, because every woman, whether she's awakened or unawakened, so every woman is an Ansh of Adishakti. There is no doubt about that. But they are the unawakened. They are in the Nidravastha. So they are in the unawakened state. So they don't yet realize it, that maybe they will realize that through their own soul evolution, where maybe they will also receive those daughter codes. Or it's like we has a souls who are carrying these daughter codes. We have reached in our own soul evolution that much that now we are able to recognize those daughter codes. So that is the only difference between the people who are also the other women and us. So it's not about the differentiation, but it's about that awareness that now we are able to recognize those codes within us. So that's what makes the difference. There's no other difference other than that. So those of them who are not yet awakened, or who did not realize all these things, or who are not aware about all these things, they're still in the Maya, and they are in the Nidra Avastha. So they are not in the Jagrata Avastha, they are in the Nidra Avastha. So they are still like not yet aware, not that they are not ready yet. So they are not ready yet, but we have been prepared for this kind of awakening about the realization of the daughter codes from not just one lifetime, but for many lifetimes. We have been trained for this. It's like you, to realize or to reach to this level, now I'm getting goosebumps. So to realize that you are carrying those daughter codes, or to realize that you are an ansh of Adishakti, you have done a lot of hard work for so many lifetimes together, and then as a result of those hard work of the so many lifetimes together, this is the fruit of your tapasya, that now you are realizing that you are carrying those daughter codes of the adiparashakti. So that is the difference. So those souls who are not yet awakened yet, or who are not ready yet, or who are still in that nidra avastha, they have the lifetimes to go, and in some or the other point in their evolution, they are going to reach there. So our point of focus is not them. So we will excuse them for a bit. So this is not to differentiate in any manner, but to understand and realize the point where we are at, and to help each other sink in that realization, or to anchor those realizations into our own bodies. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm making this and trying to share my own insights about what I actually understood. So before I actually made this video, I told you that there a lot of preparation unknowingly went into it. I told you that I have been in those states where for some weeks together I started missing Divine Mother a lot. I did not know what I could do to calm myself, or to ease myself, to ease my feelings. So I was literally like even crying. So I was literally even crying that I want you, like that. So literally I was behaving like I have some mother and I want her back into my life, and I want to go to her, like I want to merge into her, something like that. I was really like feeling all those missing feelings like so vividly. So if you want, I can also give you the serial example. So as I always give you help you understand with so many examples. So there is one serial called as Mahakali Anti Arambh hai. I'll tell you the episode also. You can watch it if you resonate with this video. There is a particular episode of season 1, episode number 80, where Ganesha misses Divine Mother a lot, and he cries. He doesn't want her to go. Like how small babies will be, like they'll be crying a lot, and they don't want her to stay away from their mother. They want to like hold on to their mother, and they don't want the mother to go to any other place other than them. They want to be with their mother. So it's just that I had like similar feelings. I had like, so this is like a visual demonstration of what the Ganesha's role, the character the boy played in that episode or in that scene. So he cries a lot. He doesn't want to like let her go. He even is ready to kill himself, or he is even himself ready to sacrifice himself because he doesn't want to live in the world where there is no mother. Okay, so there's no Divine Mother. So he goes to that extremes. So this is like a visual demonstration which you can watch about what I'm trying to convey you, or what I'm trying to tell you. Or if you are in the similar notes, or if you are also having these kind of feelings, okay, if some of you who are carrying these daughter codes, maybe they also are going through these kind of things, or they will go through these kind of things in their future, in the coming future. So this video is for all of those people who are actually feeling all these feelings right now, presently, or who are going to have the similar kind of experiences in their near future or their coming future. So this video is dedicated to all of those daughter codes, all of those divine feminines, for specifically carrying those daughter codes. In my future videos, I'll make more videos about this similar topic called as daughter codes, because this topic is in itself is a very important topic. I previously also tried to make this video about the daughter codes, but at that time the energy was not, the timing was not right. But now the timing has come to share this out, to put this out, put this thing out, put this term out into the public. So before, only when I started receiving the information about all these daughter codes, I had my own activations also about this, and I had my own realizations also about this. At that time only I wanted to share this, but it did not happen because maybe the time was not right, or maybe the situation, or the planetary, or maybe the, I don't know, the collectively it is not, it something wasn't a divine timing. But maybe now it's the divine timing, and I will also tell you why it became the divine timing, and why this video is not the video which I am making with something which I am doing. This is the video which Divine Mother is making me do. I also have the like exact story why I'm saying this again and again. Okay, so what happened is, you can first watch the yesterday only, before I record this, I watched this episode where he's crying a lot. But what Ma Parvati will do is, she will put him to sleep, and then she will say that till you are sleeping I'm not going anywhere, and she will tell all the stories how Ganesha got created, how she is most lovingly she created Ganesha, and how she loves him so much. So she is explaining all the story to Ganesha, how he came into existence, how she created her out of love, and how she is so happy with the creation she have created. So all these story she will tell him, and she will put him to sleep, and he will sleep nicely. And when he is asleep, and she will be like leaving the place for her purpose. So same with the in the 3D world also, mothers, they always do, right? So they will put the kids to sleep, and then when the kids are sleeping, they will do whatever the leftover household works are there. She will go to the work, and she will do her work, all these things she will manage like that. So Divine Mother is also like a epitome of that motherly a biggest example of all those mothers. And those mothers, they are like just acting out the Divine Mothers, the things whatever the Divine Mothers do, these mothers are also like they are also doing or acting in the same way. So it's just like that. So you can watch this episode of Mahakali Antiya Arambe, and it is the episode number 80 and season number 1, specifically the scene of Ganesha and the Divine Mother, and the conversation of the Ganesha and the Divine Mother. I hope you will like it. And when I was watching this, I also cried. I cried actually. So because I was going through some kind of a similar churning or missing kind of a feeling. So when this and how this episode came to me, that also I will tell. So for 2 weeks or so, I was like literally crying for or craving for the Divine Mother. I was craving. I did not understand how can I like ease it, because she is Divine Mother, she's adiparashakti. It's not like how according to my whips and fancies, I cannot like always like connect to her. She's like having so much work, she have to maintain so many things, she's the mother of the multiverse, she have so many works and so many tasks, right? So I did not understand how I can actually feel better, how I can ease myself. So what Divine Mother made me do is, like, I was already not eating properly because I was actually missing Divine Mother a lot. It was like when you love somebody, how you will feel. You don't feel like eating, you don't feel like sleeping, you don't know what is happening around you, you don't know which day it is, which you don't know which, like what is happening around you, you are not bothered about it. I was completely, for 2 weeks or so, I was completely in that state where I was not understanding what is happening with me, what is happening around me, what is happening in my 3D world. I was not bothered about all of these things. Like, it's like I was completely absent minded in the 3D, and I'm just craving. So whatever the 3D people are seeing me, like, I'm not at all bothered about what is happening in the 3D world. So I am completely merged into that feeling of missing the Divine Mother, and I was completely craving for the connection with her. So I was in that kind of a situation where I was not like I did not feel like eating. I did not feel like sleeping. I was like constantly missing her, and I did not understand what can I do about this. And I started like I started to ground myself. I tried various things, but then nothing was working out. My missing feeling was continuously growing. So I gave up everything, and I was like crying. I want to be with you. Please merge me within you, like that. I was like crying. Take me, like that. I was doing all sorts of things where like the kids do, or like the people who like just surrender and who cannot do anything. How they will do. I was doing same kind of a silly things. Okay, it might sound, all these things might sound silly to you, some people, but those of them who experience this, they will experience this. Now these kind of things, it's not about the conversations, it's about the experiences which you get. So when you are in those stages where you experience these kind of things, then it will make more sense to you rather than listening to all these kind of things. Maybe, I don't know how many of you will resonate with this, but yeah, those of them who carry these kind of daughter codes, they will definitely resonate with what I'm talking about. Each and every word will touch their heart, it's for sure. So I was in this kind of feeling, and then when I was like I was like now crying. And now I couldn't do anything. I thought I'm just crying. Then I got one song download where that song meaning was like, I cannot reveal the song, but the meaning of the song was like a lori. It's like a lullaby that the woman will sing to sleep. Okay, will put you to sleep, some kind of a song like that. Yeah, it's a song, but I cannot reveal that song. So I understood from the downloads that Divine Mother wants me to sleep. So what I did was, I was in that state where I was already, because the Shivratri also came in between. So we were already, like most of us are already fasting, right? So Shivratri also came in. I was already in these feelings of, it was not, this Shivratri was very different for me. Let me know in the comment section below that did you all also feel this way or not? So this was not like a Shivratri for me, it was Shakti Ratri for me. I don't know why. I don't know how many of you felt this, but this Shivratri was really very different. It was not just a Shivratri, it was Shakti Ratri. It was actually a Shakti Ratri, and put a rainbow in the comments if you also felt that this was a Shakti Ratri, and this year's Shivratri was very, very different from the previous year's Shivratri, or the Shivratri which we have experienced in our life. At least for me, this Shivratri was a very different one, and this video itself is a result of that Shakti Ratri, which I can call. Shiva and Shakti are not different, they are same, but then I don't know, this Shivratri I experienced more of a Divine Mother's energy, more than Divine Father's energy. I don't know why. I don't know how can I explain, or how can I convey this to you, but it was a Shakti Ratri for me. So let me know, put a rainbow in the comment section if you also felt these kind of things, if you are also experiencing, or if you did experience these kind of things. I want to know. By your rainbow signs, I'll know that yeah, you also have gone through these things. So let me know if it was a Shakti Ratri for you or not. So these we were already fasting, so most people were already fasting, and though all the things were happened, and then I also gone through a phase or a stage where I was into the transcendence stage, where I was not eating anything, I was not eating, I was not even having water, I was not even consuming water, I was not even eating. I was after the Shivratri, we already did a Shivratri fast, and upon that, again in the same week, I again had a experience of the again went through a fasting kind of a phase, where I was not even eating, not even having my consuming water. I was completely for 24 hours. I cannot say exactly 24 hours, but more than 18 hours I was in that state, where I was in the dream state. I was in that sleep state, or I was in that meditative state. So I don't know what was happening around me. I was completely in one space where I was in that state where all the external things were cut off from me. No food, no water, nothing. I did not even like get up for even washroom. That kind of a severe, like a serious kind of a samadhi state was happening to. I don't know if I have to call it samadhi or not. I don't even know, like if I have to call it samadhi or transcendence, whatever it was, but it was. So I was in that kind of a state where I was in complete sleep state. I was in complete a kind of a meditative state. So when I was in that entire missing phase, after that missing phase, what happened is this kind of a fasting, or this kind of a preparation or training of my body happened, where I was not involved into any kind of a consuming food or all these things. So my energy was completely occupied in connecting with my inner self or my inner divine mother. So then I was in that state for some so long hours, where I was experiencing that transcendental meditation, or that state of where we are half asleep, half awake, and we are in a kind of a meditative state. We can pick up, we are not unconscious completely, but we can understand that we are in some kind of a trance like state. So I was in that kind of a state, and in that kind of a state I was able to connect with divine mother. And after connecting with the divine mother, she has like I got I like sh I the downloads I got. I'm sharing all those downloads with you all. So I got the download of making a video on daughter codes. So that's the reason why I'm saying that this is a gift of divine mother to all of us. So the inspiration behind making a video on daughter codes, this happened, the seed of that happened, and the seed of that already was initiated within me so many months back, and I already got and received downloads about it. But I don't know, I even after receiving the downloads about it so many months back, so many years back, but I never attempted to make a video on daughter codes. Maybe it requires that training, or maybe it requires the blessing of the divine mother, I feel now. Because now it's the blessing of the divine mother, and now it's the timing of the divine mother. Now I directly received the message from the divine mother, the clear message from the divine mother, that I have to make a video on the daughter codes. Now I'm ready to make the video on the daughter codes, and it's a divine timing, and it's a adishakti's timing. It's a perfect adishakti's alignment, and it's perfect adishakti's timing. So here I am making the video on daughter codes. so so now the daughter codes, most of you who are carrying the daughter codes of the divine mother, the DNA codes of the divine mother. So now I told you in in the starting of the video that every woman is the ansh of Adishakti. That is a different concept. Now we don't mix that concept with this one. So if you are mixing that concept with this one, or if you are seeing this with the eyes of ego, you are never going to understand the essence of it. So you will misunderstand it, or you will not receive what actually the you have to receive from this video. So I sincerely request you all to just be open-minded and leave all the other concept which is not serving you, which is not aligning with you, and anchor into the frequency of the divine mother Adiparashakti to receive this information about the daughter codes. Okay, so Sri Mate Namaha again. So before I start anything, I always say like Sri Matre Namaha, right? So again, I'm saying this because I want you all to receive this information very rightly. This is my sincere attempt. This is the bestest attempt, because this is the gift of divine mother to all of us. So I want you all to receive the gift of the divine mother. So receive the gift by commenting a rainbow in the comment section. Okay, so those of you who are actually having like a biological mother in the 3D world, so most of you might experience 99.9% of the people who are carrying this daughter codes of the divine mothers, they will go through this, they will experience this. What they will go through, what they will experience, I'll tell you in a short while, you will understand. So no matter how much you are trying to connect with your biological mother, you will never be able to connect with your biological mother. Why? This is the reason why, is because you are carrying the daughter codes of the divine mother. So there is a barrier between you and your biological mother. So everything happens for a reason in this universe. Nothing happens just like that. Why there is a barrier between you and your biological mother? There is a reason behind it. It's because even though your biological DNA is coming from your biological mother, you are carrying actually the divine DNA of the divine mother, Adiparashakti. So that's the reason why, and only some of the people on the earth, not everybody on the earth, only some divine feminines, even in the divine feminine community, only some divine feminines actually carry those daughter codes. Those codes, they carry the genes, they carry those codes. So those people's life will be very, very different from the other females' lives. So how it will be different? I'll give you the examples by which you can understand, and by which you will be able to recognize and resonate if you are carrying the daughter codes or not. So no matter, in every relationship in the 3D, something or the other happens, some panga will happen. That's a very normal thing. But then there are some specific signs and symptoms which will allow you to understand, or in future you will yourself recognize, you will have those kind of awakenings or activations within you, which will tell you that you are carrying the daughter codes of the Divine Mother, Adi Shakti. So whatever I am making on my channel, whatever videos I'm making on my channel, if you are my follower since long, you will understand that most of the time I'll always talk about Adi Shakti or Adi Parashakti. Why? Because this is one of the symptoms of those feminines who are carrying the daughter codes of the Adi Shakti. They always and always focus on Adi Shakti only. No matter what is happening in their life since their childhood only, even though they don't know the stories about the Adi Shakti, even though they don't know completely about the Adi Shakti, even though they are not interested in worshipping about the Adi Shakti, worshipping or doing puja of the Adi Shakti, they always are in search of something. They are always in the quest of something. They always want to know. They are always revolving around this center concept of Adi Shakti. So they are always in search of that Mahamaya. They're always in search of that center point of the universe, which created the entire universe, or which created the entire multiverse. So in their entire life, they always have this one longing, or a strange kind of a longing, where I told you that I was missing Divine Mother. And this longing happens in their life again and again. It's not just once or twice. It happens in phases. So for you also, it might happen in phases where you long for the Divine Mother. I gave you my own example, right? I was missing her badly. I was like, I wanted to cry. I was literally crying. I wanted to be with her. I wanted to, I don't know I don't have words to express that feeling, but still I'm trying to convey the messages, or still I'm searching those words which can articulate. I'm accumulating all those pearls which can make this garland of words, which can help in delivering this message, the pearl garland to you. So you will actually experience this kind of a longing and craving for the Divine Mother. So it shows up in some way. It shows up, maybe you always draw, whenever you draw some picture, you unknowingly draw Adi Parashakti only, you unknowingly draw that three-eyed goddess only, or you unknowingly draw Durga only. So whenever I also did not know this, but there is my small cousin brother. So whenever I used to go to him, whenever I used to go to my childhood house and I used to play with my brothers, they're very small. Whenever I used to play with them, I always used to ask them to get a pen and paper. And out of time pass, I always used to draw one face. Okay, I don't know why I'm drawing it. I don't know. But I always used to draw one face, and there is some face with a beautiful eyebrows, with beautiful eyes, with very long lashes, and a third eye also on that face. Okay, and I used to draw this face again and again. I unknowingly did that, and I used to draw this face, and I used to give this paper to my brothers. So they saw it once, and whenever we used to play, and they used to play, some time pass, and I'm bigger, because I'm a bigger sister to them. I used to I used to engage them in some play, or I used to tell them to play this game, that game. I used to give them games, and then I used to be very busy with drawing something. I used to be very I used to forget myself when I was drawing that, when I was drawing her. Okay, so I used to draw this, and I used to give them after my drawing is over. I used to give them, okay, see, this is the drawing, like that. So these my brother cousins, they noticed it so many times, and one day and it did not just happened once. Every time I'm doing this, every time I go to their place, every time I be engaged in some play or some activity, I play with them or I talk with them, and in between that I always used to draw this. Whenever I'm in that playful mode, or whenever I'm in that Lalita Leela, Leela of Lalita, that joyful state, or I don't know, whenever I'm in that state, or whenever even in my saddest moments, I always feel like drawing those eyes, that beautiful face. I don't know why I do that. Yeah, but I used to do that whenever I'm in that trance state where I'm not meditating but I'm doing something. I used to always do that art, even though I'm not good at like doing that drawing or sketching or painting. Something I used to manage, some mediocre level I used to draw it somehow. So these my brothers, whenever I went into their place, they always noticed that I'm drawing the same picture. I did not even know that I'm drawing the same picture, but they noticed it, and they told me that, Akka, why you always draw this? Why you always draw the same picture again and again? Why you are drawing the same picture again and again? Why you are drawing this? Who is she? Who is she? Like that. I did not understand. When he asked that question, I realized that, oh yeah, whenever I'm coming, whenever whenever I'm playing with them, I'm again and again drawing the same picture. Why I'm drawing the same picture? I don't know. So unconsciously, my mind is going and connecting to Adishakti. During that, subconsciously, my subconscious mind is reacting, and some kind of creativity is coming through me, and I'm subconsciously trying to react. Subconsciously, I'm trying to connect with her unknowingly. So if you are also somebody who have experienced this kind of a thing or this kind of a situation, you are carrying the daughter codes of Adishakti. So if you are longing for her, or some kind of your creativity is coming, and that creativity is somehow is connected to Adishakti, somehow is linked to Adishakti, or something which you are creating in the form of art, in the form of a dance, or in the form of a YouTube videos, you are always involving her in your creation, in your creativity, then it means that you are carrying the daughter codes of Adishakti. So not most people are doing this. There are so many people in the world, there are so many people, there are so many YouTubers, maybe they do videos about the makeup, they do videos about some other thing. Yeah, dressing up, makeup, all those things are also connected with the Adishakti, but this is something deep. This is something which is actually showcasing, or this is something which is actually kind of a more divinely act. It's not, I'm not saying that doing makeup is not, that is also a divinely act, but it is more connected to the 3D world. So something which you're doing which is out of the matrix, okay, out of the matrix which you're creating, or something which you're doing which other people are not doing. So that is where you are doing something which is out of the box. You are creating something which is out of the box. Recently I came across a video where a woman, actually there is a YouTube channel called as Temple Girl. If you are interested, you can subscribe to our channel. So in the Temple Girl YouTube channel, I came across her one of the videos where she went to an artist, and that artist is exhibiting the 64 Yogini Devatas, and all those paintings, she is painted those 64 Yogini Devatas so beautifully. I was so amazed and mesmerized. I was very happy and very grateful to receive that kind of a video, and I'm very grateful that she went to that artist and she showcased what that artist have created. It literally made me very happy. If you want, you can also watch whatever the artist have created. She has created, it's mind-blowing, it's very amazing. So the artist herself is very loving. She's very talking to when the YouTuber, she was talking to the artist and how she has created, she was explaining all these things that she have created. She was in one week of some kind of a meditative state where she was actually kind of doing some kind of a fasting and all these things. Okay, now I remember. Okay, now I'm understanding slowly. While talking with you all, I also had gone through some similar kind of experiences before I'm actually making this video. So she also have gone through. So when I received this video of the Temple Girl, I was so happy to see those paintings. I felt touched, I felt connected, I was feeling like I was coming home to my mother. Those paintings were so beautiful, so beautiful. So if you want, you can also check it out. If you want, if you also feel the same connection with the Divine Mother, you can check those paintings of what she have drawn. She have drawn each 64 yogini, all the yogini devatas forms so beautifully, the way I wanted to see them. So I was always I used to receive information about the yogini devatas and all the stuffs and Mahamaya and Divine Mother, Adiparashakti. If it's a Divine Mother's will, I'll make videos about, and I'll give out the information about them also on my YouTube channel. If you are interested, you can subscribe to my channel. Okay, so when I was seeing the pictures of the paintings of the what she have created, those paintings themselves were so lively, so vivid, and the way I wanted to see the yogini devatas, she have drawn those paintings. And I felt like when I saw those paintings, when I saw those pictures, I immediately felt like I was already getting downloads to make the videos about the yogini devatas. I already got downloads to talk about the Divine Mother, Adiparashakti, her entire system, a system of yogini devatas, what kind of functions they do. All these downloads I was getting previously only. So what I actually do is, whenever I receive downloads, I wait for a longer time, and when that downloads ripe in between in me, so when I completely integrate those downloads, and when I stay for some time, and when I completely receive those downloads, and when it's a divine timing, then only I record those videos. So I always take a gap between the downloads I got, and then I'll have like a resting phase, and then I act whenever there is a appropriate divine timing for that information to give out, then only I'll act whenever that divine timing comes in, then only I record the video. So until then, the downloads will be remaining within me only. So I was receiving the downloads, but I was still not making the videos about the yogini devatas and Mahamaya and all those things. So when I received that video, when she showcased all the beautiful paintings of the yogini devatas, then I understood, yes, this is the time where yogini devatas are also actively entering our system, our world. So now this is the right time to. Already there are so many people who are talking about the yogini devatas. This is not something which you are not aware of, but then I don't know, I felt like now the power, the activations of the yogini devatas, and I felt like yogini devatas themselves are coming online. Now this did not happen before, and these yogini devatas in the temple of the Hirapur and in the Odisha, and all the stories and mysteries, they remain secretive, they remain hidden for a longer period of time. And now it's the will of the Adiparashakti, now is the will of Lalita Tripura Sundari and her yogini devatas, that themselves want to come online, they themselves want to reveal themselves. And now that information and the resources and the energy and the downloads and the codes, everything is available for us right now in this time period, in this moment. And we are so blessed and lucky to receive that kind of information and to share that information with each other. That's the reason why you can see that since the 2020 time only, all that information about the Lalita Tripura Sundari, and most of the people have already gone through so many experiences of the Lalita Tripura Sundari. People are talking about her, and people are discussing about her. There are so many podcasts made about her. Why this is happening? It's because the will of the Divine Mother. Without the will of the Divine Mother, nothing can happen in this 3D reality or this 3D game, or it is her Leela. This is her Leela. This is her play, and we are just the participants of her play. And the way she likes, she will make us play in her own game. So this is the game which she is playing. So in the internet, there is also one picture where there is small Bala Tripura Sundari who is playing with the different kinds of universes, and like how the small kids plays with the toys, and she is playing with the different universes, like those universes themselves are her toys. So that's the Leela of the Bala Tripura Sundari, that's the Leela of the Lalita Tripura Sundari, which she is playing around. So this is her play, her Leela. So now, because she wants to come online, and she is already there. She is already there from so many yugas and so many generations to come. She was always there. She's not like she's not passive. She was already there. She was already, so many people are already doing her sadhana. So many people are already doing her tapasya. But it's not. She did not. make herself available to the collective. So only some generations or some lineages or some gurus, only they used to know about her secrets, and normal people, they always used to know her as a Parvati or goddess, just like that. No, the householders or normal people, or the as a collective, people did not have much information and much knowing and understanding about her. But because as a collective we are waking up, and the daughter codes within us are coming online, the daughter codes, the daughters of her are also waking up. That's the reason why we are also passing on that information of Lalita Tripura Sundari or the Adiparashakti, or the people who are carrying those codes, or people who are having the information about her. They are sharing that information is because it's her will, it's her blessings, it's her it's her icha shakti that we are doing all these things. And people who are in our generation, and people who are born in particular time periods, and they are just not born just not like that. They are not just normal souls. They are carrying those daughter codes of the Divine Mother, Adiparashakti. They are those divine feminines who have in the DNA, those codes are embedded within their DNA. So when they realize this, and each moment they realize this, and each step they go closer to activating those daughter codes within them, they will understand, and they will build that connection with more and more with the Adishakti, and more they'll understand Adishakti more and more. They will awaken the Adishakti within them, the more and more they embody the Adishakti within them, the more and more. And that's how, and that's the way they will be able to change the collective, and they will be able to step in and tap into the purpose of doing what they are doing, and for the reason they came into this earth. So the more they activate themselves, the more they will be closer to this truth. They will be more closer in awakening this truth within them, that they are carrying the daughter codes of the Adishakti. So these feminines life will be very different from the other people's. So these feminines life will not be the similar life of the other girls which you see around, because the feminine who are carrying the daughter codes of the Adishakti, their life will be extremely challenging, because they go through a certain kind of a training phases. So if you don't know what is this training phases and how all these things will happen, I have recorded the videos on Mahavidyas. You can listen to those videos. From that you'll get some clues. And also I have made so many videos on divine feminines and also Kundalini ascension journey, awakening journey. I've made so many videos on ascension itself. So through all these stories, you will be able to, every video of mine will help you in connecting your own dots. So in every video of mine, you will get one clue of one dot. And when you listen, when you combine, continuously listen to the videos of this channel, all your dots will somehow, in some way, will get connected. And you will be getting some kind of a clues for your own journey. And all those clues will be actually connecting with each other, and which will form a map towards your destination. So that's how it will be. So their life will be very different. How it will be different? Firstly, it will be very, very challenging. And I told you that whoever their biological mother will be, no matter how much they try, they will not be able to connect with their biological mother, because something or the other will happen. Even though no matter how hard you try to stick in that relationship with a strong Fevicol, even with you get the strongest Fevicol in the world, you will not be able to stick that relationship. You will not be able to bond with your biological mother the way you wanted to bond with. So there will be some kind of a lack, some kind of a distance, some kind of a weird distance, no matter how good your biological mother will be, but you will never be able to connect with your biological mother fully. Yes, if you having a mother-daughter relationship, that always a mother-daughter's relationship will always be special, and it's the most precious relationship of all the relationships of the world. But then still you will be feeling some kind of a lack, some kind of something is missing. You will feel some missing kind of a feeling. You will feel something is incomplete in that relationship, no matter how much your mother is caring for you, no matter how much you love your mother, no matter what is happening, how the relationship is between you and your biological mother. But you will feel some kind of a lack. Definitely you will feel some kind of a lack, because this biological mother which you are having, that biological mother is only a mother for one lifetime. But your real mother, who is Adishakti, for whom you're carrying the daughter codes of, she is your mother in all your lifetimes. It's not just Now this biological mother of you, she is with you in only one lifetime. This is the matter of only one lifetime. The relationship with your biological mother is the matter of only one lifetime. But the relationship with your carrying, which you are, the way your soul is evolving, and in every timeline, in every life, you are receiving those codes of the divine mother. You are going through that tough training, and your soul is evolving to know more about your real mother. You are connecting all those dots in each lifetime to reach towards that ultimate dot, which is the bindu, the maha bindu, which is the para bindu. So you are just seeking, you are just constantly searching in every lifetime, who are you, who is your mother, who is your real mother. So in every lifetime your biological mothers can change, but one thing, one motherly aspect of one energy which is constantly with you in all your lifetimes is the divine mother, adiparashakti. And you are carrying her codes, you are carrying her codes. That's the reason why you are always having some kind of a missing, some kind of a lack in that relationship with your biological mother. So if you are having this kind of a symptom, then also it means that you are carrying the daughter codes of adiparashakti. So this doesn't happen to all the people, this doesn't happen to all the relationship of the 3D. So it doesn't really happen. It only happens to some people. I'm not talking about the 3D relationships where something or the other happens in some distance. So yeah, every relationship comes with this pros and cons, but this kind of a feeling is completely different. This kind of a feeling is completely a divine feeling. This kind of a missing is not a normal kind of a missing where you miss certain people in your life. So this missing will be very different. This missing will awaken you. This missing will wake you up to the fact that you are not just having a normal relationship with the adiparashakti. That relationship with you, which you carry with the adiparashakti, is much more deeper, is much more stronger, and you don't even know the relationship with the adiparashakti. And now you are trying to understand the relationship between her and you. You are trying to understand the connection between her and you. You are trying to connect with the adiparashakti within you. Not all the girls will do that. Not only some girls will do that. Only some girls will be waking up the inner adiparashakti within them. Only some girls will be able to reach towards that point. Maybe those girls are not just doing that work in one lifetime. Maybe they are doing this work since so many lifetimes, and then they are reaching to a point where now they are understanding the connection, and now they are building up that relationship, and now they are having those missing feelings, and now they are want to connect with that real mother, with their real mother, who is actually their original mother, who is the divine mother, who made them with so much love and so much attention and compassion, who created them for a reason, for a purpose, for a bigger purpose, for a well-being of the humanity, for changing the collective. So they are the Ansha of Adishakti. They have been given a certain task, certain purpose, certain frequency, so that they can anchor those frequencies on the collective earth, so that their frequency and the way they are, the way they are built, the way their DNA is built is actually key to open those unknown locks which are there in the collective, or which are there in the 3D, which are there in the grids, which are there in the etheric realms. So you are carrying that key, that Ansha of Adishakti. You are carrying those codes of Adishakti. Those codes, those genes will open those portals to those realms of the Adishakti, from which from those realms the divine energy and the frequency of Adishakti will pour into you, and through you those frequencies and that energy of the Adishakti is transmitted and transmuted and shared into the collective, so that the collective can anchor those frequencies of the Adiparashakti, because not everyone can hold those frequencies of Adiparashakti. Only some souls who are carrying those daughter codes can hold that high vibrational energy and frequency of Adiparashakti, and they are the vessels of the Adiparashakti for holding and for having the container of carrying, for having that capacity to carry that information and frequency and the codes and downloads and the magic of Adiparashakti into them, and they are able to spread that magic for Adiparashakti. They are able to spread that love of Adiparashakti into the collective. So they are born love. They are love. They are here to spread love. The love which they did not get. The love which they did not receive from the 3D. The love which they always craved for. Why? Do you know why they craved this love? Do you know why they always wanted to earn that love from the biological mother? It's because they forgot the fact that they are love. because they forgot that fact that they are that ansh of adiparashakti. They are the ansh of that daughter codes. They are themselves carrying those daughter codes of adiparashakti. So they don't need that. Yeah, everybody craves of that external love, but then Adi Parashakti is calling them back to understand and have this realization that they are love themselves. They are the Ansh of Adi Parashakti themselves. They are the daughters of the Adi Parashakti themselves. And their real mother is actually the Adi Parashakti. It's not your biological mother is there. No matter what kind of a relationship you hold with your biological mother, that's another concept. But here the Adi Parashakti is reminding you that she is your real mother. And she is whom you are actually searching for. Actually, whatever you're searching, or whatever the time, or whatever the love you're trying to earn from the people, from the humans, you, even after you do so many things to satisfy your biological mother, even after you try so many things or you copy the styles of your biological mother, or you try to please your biological mother, or no matter how much, in how many ways you try to please your biological mother, no matter how much you try to earn the love of your biological mother, but it will still be incomplete, and it will still remain incomplete, because that has to remain incomplete, so that you will, if your everything is fine in your I told you that something or the other will happen with your biological mother and you. Why this kind of a lack is there? Why this kind of a question marks are there between your relationships? It's because if you don't have these question marks, you will not find the answer. If everything is fine between you and your biological mother, everything is smooth and fine, you will never search for your real mother. You will never search for that real mother who is always with you in so many different lifetimes. You will be satisfied with whatever you're given with. Right? You will be satisfied, and you don't have search. You will not search for anything. You can only search for that thing which is lost, which you have to find. If you don't have anything to find, you don't have anything to search. I'll again say you in Hindi also, in Telugu also. Okay? So, जो खो गया है, आप उसी को खोज सकते हो. अगर आपने किसी कोई चीज़ को खोया ही नहीं है, तो आप उसको खोज कैसे सकते हो? जो खोज सकते हो उसी को खोज सकते हो. जो खोया है वही खोज सकते हो. अगर कुछ नहीं खोया है तो खोज कैसे सकते हो? రైట్. ఏది కోల్పోలేకపోతే అది ఎలా మీకు దొరుకుతుంది? మనం ఏదైనా దోలాడాలంటే అది పోవాలి కదా. పోయిన దాన్నే వెతకగలుగుతాం. ఏదైనా పోయిందంటే ఆ చోట్లోనే మనం అక్కడ ఏం పోయిందో, అక్కడ ఏం లేదో, లేని దాన్నే వెతకగలుగుతాం తప్ప ఉన్నదాన్ని ఎలా వెతకగలుగుతాం? వెతకలేం కదా. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ హ్యావ్ లాస్ట్, ఓన్లీ యూ కెన్ సర్చ్ దాట్ థింగ్. So if you did not lose anything, so if you don't have anything to find, how you will search? If you have to search, you will have to lose something. Then only your search will begin. So I hope you're understanding. I'm trying to say in all the three languages. So because you have lost something in your 3D, because you lost that connection, that's the reason why you are searching for that real connection, that real thread, that real cord which is connecting you with your original mother, with your divine mother, which is your original mother from so many lifetimes, who have created you, who have created the real you. Your biological mother is just carrying you. Your biological mother has just become the vessel for you, so that she can give birth to that divine baby, or a divine child, that rainbow baby, or that indigo child, or that daughter who is carrying the divine codes, or who is carrying the Ansh of Adi Parashakti. Your mother is a vehicle, your mother is a vessel for you, so that she can hold you and she can bring you into the biological world. Right? Pay gratitude to your biological mother also, because indirectly she is teaching you so many things. And no matter what is happening between you and your biological mother, and so many girls who are there, and some of the girls, they have so many challenges with their biological mother. Either they will not have their biological mother with them, they will lose their biological mother in the childhood only, or either they will have some kind of a distance, the locational distance which I'm talking about. Their mother will be in some country and they will be in some other country for certain reasons, and that's the reason why they are unable to mingle with their mother. That will be another reason. Or some reason will be like they will have some emotional distance with their biological mother, even though both of them are staying in the same house under the same roof, but still they are having some kind of a distance, some kind of an emotional distance or some kind of emotional gap will be there between you and or your biological mother. Or sometimes it's your work, you are working in some other place and your mother will be in some other place. Or sometimes it's like you are going somewhere for some hostel for some studies or some higher studies, and you are somewhere and your mother is somewhere, and that's the reason why there is no connection and there's no bond. Something or the other will happen in your life which is indicating and which is not letting you stay with your biological mother. And that gap, why you're having that gap is because you have to fill that gap with the energy of the divine mother. That's the reason why you are having that gap. That gap is a question mark. That gap is what you have to find. That gap is what is the quest, is your search, is your path to reach towards the destination of searching your answers, to find the solutions to your questions, to find the reasons why you were born, to find the reasons who you are, or to find the questions for those answers which you are searching for so long in your life, to find what you have lost. So that gap is what you have lost. That gap is only be filled when you awaken yourself and when you activate your daughter codes within you, and when you have these kind of realizations, when you understand that the real mother of you is your adiparashakti, and this is the only leela of her, and this is the play of her, where now in this lifetime you are a daughter of so and so person, and now you are, and that so and so person is teaching you some kind of a lessons, or is also playing out in some way, so that you can awaken, or that gap between you both, for any reason it may be, can actually will give you an awakening, will shock your soul, so that you wake up to the realization and to the fact that you are actually the daughter of the divine mother adiparashakti, and you are actually carrying those codes of the divine mother adiparashakti. So if you did not have this gap, if you did not have this some kind of a distance between you and your biological mother, you and your divine mother adiparashakti would never be connected. You would never be interested in knowing more about her. This reason, the ending of that, whatever the bonding or whatever the bondage which you have, that actually resulted in establishing the relationship between you and the divine mother Adi Shakti. So that's the reason how and why your biological mother is actually acting as an indirect teacher, or acting as a teacher, or a soul awakener. So whatever is happening between you and your biological mother, if you have to forgive her. If you want to ask her forgiveness, ask her forgiveness. If you want to heal the relationship between you and her, heal the relationship between you and her. Or if she is not with you, if you're missing her, if you are trying to understand why the things has happened in such a way, or why it had to happen in such a way, you can do all those things. But then the realization of all these things, and the ultimate quest and the search for all these things, and the ultimate answer for all these things, is maybe because you are carrying the daughter codes of Adiparashakti, and that's the reason why you are experiencing whatever you are experiencing in your life. And this may be one of the reasons why your life was designed in such a way, so that you awaken to this fact that you are not just any child, you are not a normal child, you were never a normal child. And that's why this normality is not helping you. This normality is not, you are unable to connect with this normality, because you are not normal. You are divine. You are the child of divine. You are the direct daughter of Adiparashakti. You are carrying those daughter codes of Adiparashakti, and that's the reason why your life and the design of your life had to be in such a way where you actually question your life, where you question your relationship, where you question each and everything in your life, where you question your challenges, where you question. And this, in the search of that question, you will find that answers in the path to search for that questions, and the way and the day your awakening begins. That's it. That awakening, the day your awakening starts, slowly, you will understand everything, and you will find each and every answers for each and every question which you had in your life early on. And start questioning, because only when you question, you will find the answers. Only when you lose, you will search. Only when you lack, you will get. Sometimes lack is not always bad. Maybe that lack is there because to transmute that lack for something higher, for something bigger. So utilize that lack as a portal for something which is filled with abundance. Maybe that abundance of divine mother's love. Maybe this lack is a portal which have brought you to, in connecting you to that abundance of love, to that unconditional love, which is the divine mother, which is the Adiparashakti. Because you had to go through that lack, because maybe you had to have the lack of love in whichever way, in whatever way it was, no matter how it was, no matter how silly or how bad it was, or how strange it was, or how negative it was, how weird it was, or how good it was. No matter what your story is, it doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, that story is leading you to another portal, which is opening into the, that portal is opening into the and connecting you with the love of the divine mother Adiparashakti, which is connecting you to that unconditional love, and which is helping you realize that you are that ansh of Adiparashakti, which is also carrying that unconditional love. Love is all about giving also. So it's okay if you don't receive, but you can actually give, right? This is what is the lesson of the Adiparashakti, which is, see how Adiparashakti is. She is always full of abundance. She is always full of love. She is the epitome of unconditional love. It's okay if you don't receive, but what you can do is you can give. Because you are the Ansh of Adiparashakti, you don't lack love. You are love. You are fully abundant in love. Start giving that love, that start spreading that love of Adiparashakti, and see how it returns to you in multifolds. Your world will be full of love. It will be filled with love. No matter what is happening in your 3D life, it really doesn't matter after one point. You will be must in your own mast magan type. You will be enjoying that connection. You will be enjoying that relationship with Adiparashakti. You will enjoy that bliss and that state where you are connecting with the Adiparashakti. You will enjoy being that embodiment of Adiparashakti, no matter what is happening in your 3D life. After all, after the end of the day, 3D Maya is the only Leela of the Lalita. So this is the Leela, this is the Maya, this is the Maya of Mahamaya. You have to understand this. And when you understand this Maya of Mahamaya, that's it. Your life will be sorted like anything, and you will be a different person from hereafter. You will not be the same person, and you will have a rebirth. You will have a rebirth where you will be born again. Maybe in your own awakening journey, you have gone through so many death and rebirth phases. But this realization of awakening of the daughter codes of Adiparashakti, this is another rebirth where you embody that Ansh part of Adiparashakti, where you embody those daughter codes of the Adiparashakti. And from here on, your life, your purpose, you, yourself, will not be the same person or the same energy or the same consciousness anymore. You will be different. Your life will be different. Your entire being will be different, because now these daughter codes were always there within you, and they were slowly awakening within you. But then the moment you start to have these kind of realizations, and when you accumulate, when you embody this, when you integrate this within you, that will be life changing for you. So if you have to integrate all these things within you, then you have to go back and listen to my video again, where I told you that you have to start searching. Search for those questions. Begin your path. Whatever the questions you have in your life, start somewhere. Starting point is the ending point, and ending point is starting point. Always when you end something, that ending will lead to another beginning. Ant hi arambh hai. So start. Because only when you lose, you will search. Don't feel bad for losing, but feel happy that you have lost and now your search has begun. So search. Search for your daughter codes within you. Search for the Adishakti within you. And when you find her, spread her into the collective. So this was the message of Adiparashakti. This was the gift of Adiparashakti, which Adiparashakti wanted to share through me, through my voice, to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening to me till here. If it's a divine calling, if it's a divine timing, I'll make more videos on this topic, and if you have any doubts regarding this, you can comment in the comment section below if I feel called to, and if it's a divine mother's calling and if it's a divine mother's blessing on you, I'll reply to that and I'll make a video on that. If there is something which I have to talk about based, it depends on your question, what kind of questions which you are asking, I'll try to clarify you on those questions. So this is my offering to Adiparashakti, and this is the gift of Adiparashakti to all of us. So receive this gift, receive those daughter codes, activate the daughter codes within you. Those of them who are carrying this daughter codes, they already know it. Maybe they don't know it consciously. Maybe they are not aware of it, but someday they will realize it. And when they have this realization, they will reach towards this video and they will listen to this video, and then their activation will begin. Or they're actually in that process of awakening it, and they are attracting this kind of a video to them. And maybe it's their time to activate themselves. So those of them who are carrying these daughter codes, they will definitely receive this video, and the activation of the daughter codes will begin soon, because this is the high time where all the daughter codes have to come online, and they have a specific reason, and that have a specific timing, and that timing has already begun, and they have to activate the daughter codes for the coming future, not only their future but also for the collective future. So all the best in your journey. Wishing you all very best in the search, in the quest, and hope you find all your answers which you are searching for. Hope you find what you have lost. With that, I'm closing this. So receive this blessing of the Divine Mother, receive this gift of the Divine Mother, which Divine Mother is pouring onto all of us who are carrying those daughter codes. So thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha. Sri Matre Namaha. Thank you.